Hello everyone, how are you today? It's Jane here, and I thought I would share with you my pens and inks I am going to use for May. Now, some of them I have got left over from last month, so we'll go through those first. So, just bear with me a minute here, I've got to get myself a bit more sorted than what I have. Okay. So the first one we've got here that's left over and carried over from last month is this Twisbee Eco in Smoke Rose Gold with a broad nib, and I'll show you what I've got that inked with in a minute. Eco Smoke Rose Gold. I've got a shimmer ink in this one with a broad nib, and it is inked with Diamond Congirls, which was a sample gifted to me from a pen friend. So I'm going to show you, this is the Diamond Congirls. I've swatched it on a Warringal swatch card, and hopefully you can see that there's a little bit of, it's a beautiful violet purple colour, but it's also got a bit of blue shimmer, so I'm hoping that you can see that. So that's the first one that we've got left over or carried over from last month. Next one, this is also a Twisbee Eco with a broad nib. It also has a shimmer ink in it. I find these Twisbee Ecos or even Twisbee Goes with broad nibs handle shimmer inks really well. So this one's in lilac, broad nib. It is inked with Diamond Shimmertastic Pink Champagne. So, and I inked this up not long ago, and it's all ready. It was a full fill, and I've only got about, I don't know, half of it, or maybe a little bit less, or maybe a third of it left. So now this is what this ink looks like on the swatch card. It has the most beautiful coral colour, and it has a gold shimmer, if you can see that. It's just beautiful. Really, really lovely. Love that one. The next one we've got is my Twisbee Diamond 580 in white rose gold. It has a medium nib on it, and I have that inked with Diatramentus Jayne Austen. Okay, now that one, that's this one here, Jayne Austen. It's a really lovely green. It's a darker green. There's nothing shimmery or sparkly about it. It's just a normal sort of flat ink, but it's just a really beautiful flowing ink. And you know that green's my favourite colour, so there had to be a green in there somewhere. So for this month it's going to be that one until I write it dry. Now we'll get on, oh no, we've got, one more here. So the next one I have carried over from last month is my Pelican M400 in white tortoise. This is a beautiful little pen. It's been a really enjoyable pairing with the ink as well. So lovely to write with. Pelican M400 white tortoise with a fine nib, even though to me I feel like it writes more like a medium, but it's a fine nib, and it is inked with Robert Oster Toffee. This has just been the best pairing. I've really enjoyed this one. So that's the fourth one that was carried over from last month. But first I'll just show you the ink. So this is what Robert Oster Toffee looks like. I tried, a few people sort of say, oh, it looks very similar to the Cafe Crema. And I tried a sample of both. I tried the Cafe Crema and I tried the Toffee, and the Robert Oster Toffee just won me over. So there you go, guys. It's got a little bit of a black sheen too. Anyway, so, and then I'm still playing around with this. Now this is this Sailor Prophet, I think they call it. I got it off Amazon. It was very inexpensive. It has the Fude nib on it, and I put a Sailor Shiki Harahara cartridge in it. And it feels like, to be honest, it feels really cheap too. It doesn't, like, it's not a great quality pen, but it is fun to try something like this that isn't that expensive, you know. So, and I'm still getting used to writing with it too. Sailor Prophet, black. Oh, I'm doing this all wrong. With a Fude nib. And it's inked with, I love this colour ink though, Sailor Shiki Harahara. I think I might have said to you in my last video, I'm really tempted. That's that Fude nib. I should show you what it looks like. See how this has got like a little tip? Anyway, I'm really tempted to get a bottle of that Harahara because it just, I think it's really pretty. So this is Sailor Shiki Harahara. It's got a little bit of chroma shading going on with it. It's just a really, it's not like a pink and it's not like a purple. It's like a deep dusty rose color, I guess. It's just a very interesting ink to use. Really love it. So now these are onto our ones that we're going to use this month. So the first one I've got is my Estee in Tortoise. And because it's autumn here in Australia, I've gone very much for a warmer colour palette, so autumn toned inks. So this is Estee in Tortoise with a medium nib, and I have it inked with, I love this colour, it's so bright and vibrant, Robert Oster Orange Zest. Really lovely. So that's the first one we've got for the month of May, and I'll show you what that looks like. So it's a really bright, beautiful, deep orange, and it has a little bit of like, yeah, sheen around there, but it doesn't really come up in the writing, but it's just a really lovely, beautiful flowing ink. So that's that's the second, or the first one we've got for the month. So the next one we've got, and just excuse me because my husband and dog are just walking in through the door. So I'll just, hopefully they won't make too much noise for us. So the next one we've got is the Twisbee Eco in saffron. This is also, I've played around with this a little bit and it's a really lovely combination as well. So Twisbee Eco, it's an Eco tea. Yeah, saffron with a broad nib, and it is inked with Robert Oster Honeybee. I love this yellow ink. And you know, when I first started out using fountain pens, I never thought I would like orange and yellow inks or brown inks, and now I really love them. So that's the second we've got one, or sorry, the second one we've got for the month. And this is what it looks like. It's almost like a mustard yellow. It's really lovely. Flows very nicely in a pen. So next one we've got another Twisbee. Twisbee's very well represented this month. It's Twisbee Eco in Jade, and it has a stub nib. As you can see, a lot of the tones are very earthy. Twisbee Eco Jade with a 1.1 stub, and it is inked with Robert Oster Gold Antiqua. So that's the third one. I'll show you what that looks like. That's also a really lovely ink. That's what this one looks like. Really, really lovely. So the next one we've got here is a Twisbee Go. I have a shimmer ink in this one. Twisbee Go in clear with a broad nib, and it is inked with Diamond Shimmertastic Cocoa Shimmer. This was a sample gifted to me from a pen friend too, and I used it last Christmas and I'm enjoying using it again. So that's what this one looks like. It's a shimmer ink, sort of a chocolatey brown colour, like a milk chocolate colour, and it has shimmer there, which I'm hoping that you can see. So that's the next one. Next up we've got our Visconti Rembrandt. Now I'm not quite sure about this pairing because this is quite a wet rider for me. And the ink is a very sort of wet saturated ink. So it'll be interesting to see how I go with it this month. Has a medium nib on it. It is inked with Diamond Writer's Blood. So that's this one here. It's a really deep, rich burgundy red, and I find it to be quite a wet ink and saturated ink. So really lovely colour. The next one I've got is my Just Turnings Byop, Brighten Your Own Pen. And I have got a Sailor medium fine nib on it. And once again, this is, I'm not sure about this pairing either, so Just Turnings OP, and it's got the Sailor Pro Gear Slim Medium Fine Nib, and it is inked with so this is Warringall's Henry Jekyll, and I find this ink to be a little bit dry, so I'm not sure how I'm going to go with this pairing, but we'll see how it goes. You can only try these things, you know, and learn along the way. So this is the Warringall's Henry Jekyll. It's a little bit of a lighter burgundy red. It's not quite as, oh hang on, I'll show you the Writer's Blood again. Not quite as dark as the Writer's Blood, see? But yeah, a very lovely shade of deep red. So the next one we've got is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim. And I'm not sure about this pairing either. So that's why it's good to try these things. Sailor Pro Gear Slim in blue green Nebula. Has a medium nib on it, and I have it inked with Diamine Vivaldi. I think perhaps I could have gone with a brighter ink in this pen. I'll show you the ink. So it's a really pretty colour ink. This was gifted to me from a pen friend as well, and it's sort of like a grey mauve colour. It has shading elements to it as well. So it's very, very pretty, but I'm just not sure I've put it in the right pen, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now, I don't know what I was thinking with this combination, but I wanted a blue ink, so I've got my Conklin Durograph in the Demo Rose Gold. So this pen is quite a wet writer, and this ink seems to be quite a saturated ink. And it doesn't really fit in with, oh, it has an Omniflex nib on it too. It doesn't really fit in with the rest of the colours that I've got. Well, neither does Con Girls, but you know, we've talked about this before. Sometimes I just want a particular colour, and so I just go and ink up a new pen with that particular colour. There's no reasoning behind it. So, except that I want to use it. So at the moment it's inked with Noodlers, which is a really lovely deep blue colour. It was another sample from a pen friend. Noodlers, Bad, Belted, Kingfisher. Really lovely. But I didn't realise it was such a wet ink. So, oh gosh, I'm not even in frame too well. So, they're the ones that I have. I should try and pull them all out. These are the ones I've got for the month of May. Oh no. Guys, you're not going to believe it. This just fell on the floor. That is the first time I have ever dropped a pen. Oh. Okay, so it appears to be okay. All right. Whew. It's a bit nerve-wracking. So these are the ones I've got for May, along with these ones as well. We'll see how they go. So what is that? I've got 13. That one doesn't want to stay there. We'll put it over here. I have got 13 pens there for the month of May. Last month I used a lot more than that, which was fun as well. So because I'm not working at the moment and I've been off work recovering, I've been doing a lot more writing, so a lot more journaling, a lot more letter writing. So I've really used my pens and inks a lot over the last month. So, but I go back to work next Monday, so I probably won't be writing as much, but I'll still probably use all of these up. So, but last month, let's have a look at what I used. And I wrote all of them dry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I wrote 16 of them dry last month. So apart from, what was it, this one, I emptied this one out. It was the Twisbee Go with Roaring Clingers Solferino. I just didn't enjoy the combination. I don't know what it was about it. I very rarely dump an ink out, and I really love that ink and I like the pen, so, but I just didn't enjoy the combination, so I allowed myself to empty it out. So this is what we've got. Twisbee Eco Smoke Rose Gold with a broad nib with Diamond Con Girls. Then we've got the Twisbee Eco Lilac with Diamond Shimmertastic Pink Champagne. Twisbee Diamond 580 with a medium nib into a Diatramentus Jane Austen. Pelican M400 White Tortoise with a fine nib into with Robert Oster Toffee. Sailor Prophet Black with a Fude nib into a Sailor Shiki Harahara. Then we've got the Esterbrook Estee in Tortoise, the medium nib into with Robert Oster Orange Zest. Twisbee Eco Tea with a broad nib into with Robert Oster Honeybee. Twisbee Eco with a 1.1 stub nib inked with Robert Oster Gold Antiqua. Twisbee Go broad nib inked with Diamond Shimmertastic Cocoa Shimmer. Visconti Rembrandt with a medium nib inked with Diamond Writer's Blood. Just Turnings Byop. It has a Sailor Pro Gear Slim medium fine nib on it, and it's inked with Waringall's Henry Jekyll. The Sailor Pro Gear Slim Blue Green Nebula with a medium nib inked with Diamond Vivaldi. And then over here we've got the Conklin Durograph with an Omniflex nib inked with Niggler's Bad Belted Kingfisher. So we'll see how they go. I tried to sort of show you, it was actually suggested to me by a friend that I should perhaps show you the inks on a card as well, so you can really see what they look like. And I think that was a really good idea. Thank you so much for that, Tanya. So hopefully you've enjoyed that and been able to get a bit of an idea as to what the ink really looks like when it's swatched in a larger sort of swatch like this. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a lovely day, a good evening. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you back here next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.